Now that's a beautiful bike. Wish I had that one when I was a kid. Goeiedag, dit is Frieske Rieder here, and today I welcome you back on this bright and early spring day. It's 12 degrees outside right now, and the purpose of this video is I want to test out a little upgrade I have for my camera. So if you don't know, I'm using a Sony FDR-X3000 action cam, and I want to test out some filters I've got for it, and I've been looking for these filters for quite some time now actually, but the options that you get for when you own a X3000 isn't all that much actually, and the few options that you have actually cost quite a lot, relatively. So luck has it that someone else has had the same problem, and what he did was he 3D printed a adapter for the FDR-X3000 so that you can use 58mm diameter filters that you would normally use on your DSLR photo camera. Now I'm in double luck because I have two friends with 3D printers, so I've had the part printed and it fits on my FDR. Obviously it's not 100% correct yet, because if I put a filter on it, it won't completely fit on the camera. So I'm gonna have to get a spacer ring printed for it as well, and I'm gonna glue it on there. But it fits good enough for me to test out these filters. So what I got is I've got a Polaroid filter set. I bought it at the Media Markt yesterday. It cost me about 20 euros, and it contains 3 filters. It contains a UV filter, it contains a polarizing filter, and it contains a neutral density filter. Now the one I am most interested in is the polarizing filter, because on bright and sunny days such as this one, the polarizing filter will actually make the footage that you shoot a little bit more easy on the eyes, because it takes away a bit of the reflections. G'day. It takes away a little of the reflections, and makes the sky appear more blue and all that sort of stuff. Now the neutral density, I did not know about these filters. Just to make it clear, I'm not an expert on cameras, but I do know the importance of filters, especially in these kind of conditions. I know, for example, what a polarizing filter does loosely, but I don't know exactly how it does it. So it'll be fun to watch these things. Now I'm not too interested in the UV filter, because the UV filter, well, it only filters out the UV radiation that the camera makes visible. So all it does is it only eliminates just a little bit of the reflections, maybe a little bit of glare, but keeps all the colors the same. To me it just feels like an expensive lens protector or something. Now, as I said, the polarizing filter is actually the reason that I bought the kit. I bought the kit because it contained a polarizing filter and was cheap and contained 2 other filters. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't care about the UV filter too much. All I care about is the effects of the polarizing filter, but the kit also contains a neutral density filter, and according to the package it saturates your colors a little bit more, giving a bit more of a lively video, a bit more vivid, to say. So it'll be interesting to test these out. I'm on the way to the test location now. So if you don't know it, if you don't know Lauwersoog, which is the direction I'm going, it's in the northern part of the Netherlands. Of course, it's in the northern part, but I think it's one of the most northern parts of the Netherlands, and it's right at the border between Friesland and Groningen, the 2 northernmost provinces of the Netherlands. So if you are Dutch and don't know the area, or if you are a foreigner and are looking for trips, like sightseeing trips, This is definitely a place to go because a lot of fishing happens here. Speaking of fish, if you like fried fish, this is the best spot in I would argue all of the Netherlands. I do argue that Lauwersoog is the best spot that you can go to for getting any fish dish. Shrimp is also caught there, so yeah, I would definitely recommend going there if you are looking for a nice spot to do some sightseeing. You can take a nice stroll through the, or I should say alongside the dikes and by the sea and all that. If you like, you could also walk. Yes, you heard me correctly. Walk to towards one of the islands. I've never done it myself because I hate exercise. No, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of walking through a few kilometers of mud before going to the actually reaching the island. So yeah, as I said, I'm on the way to the location now. So you'll see me when I get there, and it'll be fun and interesting to do a comparison of the three filters. So I'll see you then. I mean, just look at this. I'm gonna try and make a like a 180-degree view for you guys here. This is what I mean by sightseeing around the area of Lauwersoog. Alright, you guys ready? That's as far as my head will twist. I mean, isn't it beautiful? You can just see as far as your eye can reach. Now, no, don't get me wrong, I like mountains and all that, but I do think this is kind of pretty as well. I mean, the small and flat country with all of the farmlands in there, and just here and there a house, just a house here and there. Sorry, wrong order. Just a house here and there. I mean, this area, man, I love it. I totally love it. Watch. There's some sort of tour going on here. Watch me greet all of them. Watch how many greet back. Oh, that is a nice bike. This is the spot that I meant. But the sun is at the backside. I still wanted to show you this. Excuse me if I'm being a bit out of breath, because I had to do quite the climb from where I parked. In any case, this is the spot I was talking about. This is a beautiful spot. You can see the islands over there and there. Now I don't know for sure what kind of islands, what islands those are, what their names are, of course. I think it might be Ameland, but as I said, I'm not 100% sure. But it's also not the reason why we are here. The reason I'm here is because I want to test out the effects of my filters, and that's best done over there, because as you can see, the sun is at that side. You can see the reflections coming in from the sun as well. So yeah, that's the perfect spot. So I will be going back now, set up my tripod over there, and do some tests. So we're standing now at the edge of the Lauwersmeer. I decided to do this in voiceover mode instead of live recording. So we see a split screen over here. And on the complete left side there's the UV filtered image. In the middle is the polarized filtered image, and on the complete right is the ND9 filtered image. So let's do the comparison. Well, as I already expected, the UV filter does not do a whole lot. Doesn't even take away a lot of glare. Doesn't do anything with the colors whatsoever. Which leads me to the conclusion that the UV filter is mostly like intended as a lens protector or something. So once again, in the middle is the Polaroid, the polarizing filter. As you can see, when looking at the sky, it does change the color a bit, especially compared to the UV filtered image. It does change the color tones just a little bit, and I do get the feeling that when you look at the water, especially at the left part, it takes away a bit of the what do you call it, noise or something. So it does have some effect. The filter on the right, the ND9 filter, is something I would probably not use because I really don't see the point. It's just a gray filter and doesn't do anything else for my taste. So let's just wait until I get the modification to the adapter, as I mentioned earlier, and then I hope I'm interested to see what happens with the riding tests. So that's the conclusion of the filter test. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will leave a link in the comments as for where you can download this. So once again, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you next time. 问见。